So I want to share with you 3 things that are going to help you to create the life you love living. Welcome to a Truth Telling Thursday. Oh my God, I'm so excited to be here with you again. And today's topic is about how to create a life you love living. It was something that I was so excited that I managed to figure out, and already from a young age. What I discovered is it's all about following your bliss, following your joy, doing things that excite you and make you happy. Now, I know that some of you hearing this are going to be like, well, Mahima, can you always be doing things that you love? Can you always be following your bliss? Look, it's about having a deep change in how you think about the world, how you think about how you're creating, how you think about your interaction energetically, spiritually with everything around you. If there hasn't been an awakening, it's very difficult to absorb new ways of thinking about life, right? So many people are living in what is known as the victim mindset, which means that they haven't taken full responsibility for the fact that what they think creates what they feel, creates the actions they're able or not able to take, right? So it is so important to really understand and make sure that you are creating a life that is extraordinary because you decided that is what is going to take place. The first thing is to change your mindset, and the first thing to do that is meditation. Meditation is one of the most powerful personal growth tools, and everybody can meditate. When you remove the idea that meditation is about sitting still and doing nothing and, not thinking, right? Of course, that you need to sit. Of course, you need to be still. But what it is, it's about self-love. It's about listening. Meditation is all about getting to know yourself, getting to know what excites you, getting to know what you like, getting to know what thought patterns are going on, getting to know your feelings, getting to know your soul and your spirit, which is where the calm, the peace, the beauty, the love, all is going to expand in, right? So meditation is a powerful tool to transform your limiting beliefs. It's a powerful a tool to transform the way you feel every single day and really understand the deeper levels of what it means to be human and how you are energetically communicating and dancing and playing with the energies around you, co-creating your reality. If you wake up and you focus on feeling connected, feeling elevated, feeling excited about what you're doing, that's going to give you a different way of thinking, a different way of operating, right? So it's very important to get into as much meditation as you can, right? To give yourself the opportunity and the possibility to change your core belief systems and start operating in a whole different way. The second thing that you really want to be thinking about is to think about what you want. Okay, a lot of us live in confusion and we have no clue what do we want. Okay, we're always thinking about how are we going to get this or how are we going to get that, but the how is not your concern. The what is your concern, because only when you know what you want can you ask the question, now, how do I come about bringing this from what I call the invisible world into the visible world, right? So the second thing, after meditating and getting yourself into a Zen state of mind and getting yourself elevated and getting yourself to be still and just feel happy for no reason other than I'm alive, is to start envisioning, dreaming, thinking, using your mind to serve you, instead of letting the monkey mind take you in its prison of fear and confusion. So you train the monkey and then you use the monkey to think. Yeah? You can only create what you're able to think. This beautiful dress that I'm wearing has been created in somebody's mind before they found the fabric, before they designed it. They brought it out of their mind in on a piece of paper and designed it, and then they got the fabric, and then they made a pattern and someone sewed it. So that was a whole process that came from thinking into reality. So you need to start thinking about what do you really want. Have conversations with people about what you want. And you know what you want by understanding who you are, what your values are, what excites you, what makes you happy, right? So you start to envision the things that you do not have right now. You always want to be creating what you don't have. When I ask people, hey, what do you want to have? And they say, I want to have inner peace. I say, inner peace is one breath away. Inner peace is here and now. Inner peace is not something that you look for in the future. It's something that you tap into in the here and now through understanding how to breathe and how to let go of things that don't serve you. Overthinking, feeling scared, all of that negativity, right? So you want to really start to understand how to use the power of meditation to get to more emptiness, more stillness. Then use the power of your mind to dream, to envision, to dare to ask for the things that are not yet in your life. So I'll give you an example. At one point when I was in India, I realized that I didn't want to go back and have a 9-to-5 job. I started to think about freedom being one of my most valuable things that I'd found in India, right? And I started thinking, how can I stay more free with my time, being able to use the time I have in this body more on my terms instead of getting a job and having to go every day at a certain time to a certain place. I immediately decided I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I didn't know how I was going to be an entrepreneur. I didn't know what I was going to do, but I made the decision first that that's what I wanted. So I tell you, get clarity on what first. You don't need to have the answer of what am I going to do as an entrepreneur? How am I going to do it? You just need to have the conviction, and that's what I did. I was clear. No more 9 to 5. I'm now going to be an entrepreneur. As soon as I locked that into my system and I started envisioning and seeing myself having this free time doing something I love, I tapped in. I actually didn't tap into anything, to be honest with you. A friend approached me some days after I'd come to this clarity and asked me if I'd like to do a fashion business with her. Yeah, fashion was one of my passions. In Zimbabwe, I was working in a store creating beautiful clothes, right? One of the top stores in Zimbabwe for high-end fashion. And I started working there as a salesperson, and they saw my amazing gift. I'd already started modeling when I was 14. That's where my passion for fashion started. And so I started designing and supporting this amazing store. And then in India, I was approached by someone who said, let's make some yoga clothes and try to sell them in Canada. And that was my first opportunity to start my entrepreneur journey. The clarity is everything. Think about what you want and then stay convicted, and the opportunities will start coming to you. And that's how the how will figure itself out when you have clarity. So meditation to get calm in the here and now, to feel grounded and peaceful. And then using your mind to imagine and get clear about what you want. And then the third thing, is to start understanding that you're going to need to do something to create your vision, right? You're going to need to do something. So that's, you can call it looking for opportunities, because now you have an idea and now you need a game plan, right? And the first step in that game plan is to start looking for ideas of how to bring your dream out of the invisible to the visible. Remember, this is all about creating a life you love living. It's not enough to just live. I feel that our lives need to be full of love, joy, inspiration. We do not know how much time we have in this body. We don't have time to wait around to find joy somewhere in 5 years or 3 or 4. So first you find it in yourself with the meditation, right? And then you start to have the audacity to dream bigger and start creating outside of what you think is possible. And then you look for opportunities and you stay in radical action to create the life that you want. It's going to take you going outside of your comfort zone. It's going to take you taking some risks that might feel like, oh my God, this feels crazy, right? Every person who's accomplished something worth accomplishing took some form of risk. Now, when you take risks, it's not always going to work out, right? But it's going to be one step further on your path. The clothing business I'm telling you about, we didn't make money. The good thing is we didn't lose money. We got the investment back. And I realized that even though I loved this, I didn't want to go further down this path. But I still wanted to be an entrepreneur. So that was my first step on the entrepreneur journey. Took a risk, didn't lose money, didn't make money, but then I started another business, right? And that I learned about. And there, the same thing happened. Didn't lose money, didn't make money, right? So the story that you need to know is that without risk, without failure, you can get to creating a life that you absolutely are thrilled about. Yes? You will need to dig deeper. You will need to be willing. So let me just come at you again with those 3 things that are going to help you create the life that you absolutely love living. Number 1, learn how to meditate, to quiet your mind so that you can live peacefully and powerfully in the present moment, so that you can discover that everything you need to be joyful, to be abundant, to feel good is actually inside of you. So everything what you're trying to create outside isn't the I'll be happy when I get this, I'll be happy when no, because you're starting from joy, you're starting from peace, you're starting from abundance, because you've understood through meditation that it's life. You have life in your body, and that's what's precious. Right? So you reclaim your power, you reclaim your mind with meditation. And then you go to the second thing, which is you start to dream. You allow the mind to create. You need to be using your mind powerfully, getting outside of your comfort zone, thinking, being daring, being audacious, to think about things that, you want to create that aren't in your life, that excite you and thrill you, and that you're going to go about creating. And then the third thing is to understand you need to be in radical action for what you say you want. You can't just drop it at the thinking stage. You need to be taking action. You need to be out there taking risks, succeeding, failing, trying, attempting. Yeah, that's all part of the journey. So I'm excited to have shared this Truth Telling Thursday with you. I love you all. I'm excited for you. Keep doing you. Keep untapping your brilliance and keep showing up with me for more Truth Telling Thursdays. Please spread this love into the world. That means share this with your friends that might need this inspiration. And also go ahead and leave a comment. I want to hear about what you're trying to create. I want to hear about what you're daring to dream about. Let's get into a conversation. That's what really excites me, to get to know you and to get to know how this message has touched you today. So much love, everybody. Keep rocking it. Stay